Morning, folks. We're here today on the Mar 50 on Wilderness Calls, and we got a feeder about 100 yards from here. We noticed on the trail cam that there's about 5 or 6 little hogs coming up to the feeder and just walking by it every day. And so we come out and we went ahead and scattered some corn right here in this area here where you see where they've all eat it all up. We only done it for about less than a week. We may have spent 2 or 3 days throwing out corn. We already got the hogs coming in here just tearing up the ground. So what we're going to do today is we're going to put us up a temporary hog trap here. We're going to take one of our small portable traps, use it as the trap gate, and then we're going to put a hog panel around these trees and make a portable trap. We're going to have about $150 in this whole deal. And we can use it forever because it's welded wire we're going to use for the hog panels. A lot of folks go out and they spend a bunch of money to catch hogs. Now, if you're doing it for a living and that was your job, it might not be a bad way to go, because then you got the little camera tell you when the hog's going to be in there. Push a little button and catch the hogs. Nothing wrong with that. If Guru had plenty of money, he'd have him 5 or 6 of them there gizmos out here in the woods. So he just decided he'd do it the simple way and build his own traps. Well, the first thing you do, you get the hogs coming to a certain spot. That's what we've done here. We got hogs coming here. On the camera, we're getting anywhere from 12 to 15 hogs in this little bitty area as they're eating the corn instead of 5. We thought we had 5, we got 10 or 15, so we're going to build a bigger structure here to catch them. Now, a lot of folks tell me, well, Guru, you can't catch all them hogs, you can't get rid of them. Well, I'll agree with that. You can't get rid of them, but you can control them, and that's the key. You want to have big 140, 150 class deer. We killed a couple of those here in the last few years. When we bought this property years ago, there was no deer on it hardly. Now, there's 8, 10, 9, 12 points running around everywhere, but we're controlling the hogs. You can't have both animals on the same, because a hog will eat everything, folks. They'll tear up everything. You plant your peas and food plots in the spring, they go through there and mow them all up for you, and the deer don't get anything. So you just spent several $100s planting, and the time you put in it, and your deer didn't get nothing out of it because you didn't control the hog. Then you got a lot of folks tell me, oh, well, we shoot everyone we see. You ain't doing nothing. Because if you see him, that more than likely they 5 or 6 more with him. And you shoot that one, all you did was made the ones left fatter. Because now they don't have to compete with that one you shot. So, and then they'll breed and they'll have a bunch more little ones running around there. Before you know it, you got 40 in that same little pod that had 10 in it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go ahead and take the bush hog and knock some of this here underbrush down. Hogs don't care. They'll be able to find the corn better. And then we're going to set our pen up and we're going to bait it for about 3 or 4 days until the camera tells us, hey, every hog is coming up there going in there to get them something to eat and going out. We're going to get them used to the pen before we set it. A lot of folks, if they don't have the fancy cameras, they set the pen, they catch 2 or 3 out of the 15, and the other ones never come back. They ain't, I won't say they smart, but they ain't coming back if they see their buddy getting in a pen and not getting out and coming with them. They just won't come back. Now, while this year we caught 22 in one of our big pens. A week later, we caught 5 more gilts. So it did work out there. We caught twice in 2 weeks. That don't happen all the time, but it does happen. But here we're going to try to catch all these at one time, get rid of them, and just be done with it. We're now going to go ahead and get started, and we'll shoot another video when we get this thing cleaned out, and we'll tie it all together for you and show you what it's going to look like. All right, folks, earlier we shot a video talking about this area here where we were going to put the trap, and we now have got it constructed and ready to catch us some hogs. You'll notice we used one of the old portable traps and took the back off. We got a cable running from the trap all the way to the back of the pen where the switch is that's going to catch the hogs. You notice on the tree we just got it hanging up there now. We're going to bait this in a little bit. And there's the 2 stubs on the ground that we will be using to hook the switch on there that's going to catch the hogs. It's a little small trap, but from where we're at, it works very good. You want to try to keep your corners as round as possible so they don't gang up in one area. That's going to be what we're going to do next, is put some corn in here and catch us some hogs.